back to my channel. If this is your first time, thanks for stopping by. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. But today we are going to be doing a pretty short video. This video is going to be some tips and tricks for using your Cricut and, just doing crafting activities. Feel free to leave any comments of things you would like to see, things you would like to know down below. But we're just gonna get ready. So the first tip that I have is, sometimes when you're done weeding a project and you look and you have those little pieces everywhere, maybe on your desk, maybe on your floor. Well, for me, what I like to do when it's iron-on vinyl, so there's the film that comes on top of it. So once I finish pressing, can't see my press right here, but once I'm done pressing my garment, be it a shirt, be it a bag, whatever, I like to take that sticky sheet and pick up those little pieces. That way I'm not going one by one to pick up each little small piece of vinyl. Number 2. Now this is another alternative to picking up those weeded out pieces. Instead of using that, I don't want to call it really transfer tape, but that sticky film that comes on top of your iron-on vinyl, you can use a lint roller. Now, you could just use that lint roller to pick it up in the same fashion that we saw with the transfer tape sticky paper, but you could just weed it directly onto your lint roller. Number 3. Now, if you use your Cricut quite often, eventually your blade is going to get dull. Now, of course, it's recommended that you buy a new one, but if you're not ready to do that, or you feel like you've still got some life left in that blade, you can use aluminum foil. Just crumple it up into a ball and then stick your blade in and out of it. And that will act as a sharpening tool for that blade, so you can get a few more uses out of it and save a couple dollars more. Have you ever used like glitter cardstock, or have been doing a project that required glitter and somehow got it on your mat? Well, there is another tip that I have for you, which includes a lint roller again. You're going to take that lint roller to lint roll the glitter off of your mat. It works pretty amazingly. Now in this clip, I used it on my strong grip mat, so it literally ripped the lint roller sheet off because it's still, of course, pretty sticky. But outside of that, it works really well. Number 5. When you're using regular vinyl, not the iron-on stuff, the heat transfer vinyl, just regular vinyl, sometimes when using the transfer tape, you may have a hard time picking that vinyl up. So a tip that I find very helpful is to flip the vinyl over, have it face down, and use your scraper tool or any other device that you have to use as a scraper tool. Use that on the back, and normally just with that it comes right up. Number 6. So when heat pressing any type of material, it's often recommended that you use like a Teflon sheet. But if you don't have that, or have something to go over your garment, another alternative is to use parchment paper, not wax paper, because you don't want to get wax on anything, but just regular parchment paper works just fine. Number 7. So sometimes when trying to place an object in the direct center, be it on a shirt or otherwise, we have a hard time finding the center. So something I like to do is to use a tape measure to measure how much space I have on each side of my image, and that helps me to find the exact middle. Number 8. Another alternative for finding the middle which I find also helpful, is to fold your item in half, heat press it, and then you have a line down the middle so that you can see exactly where it needs to go. And then you can place your vinyl wherever it needs to be. So those are all the tips and tricks I have for you today. If you know of any more, leave them down below in the comments so that we can help our community out. Those of us who like to craft, those of us who consider ourselves makers, we can exchange information to help each other out. If you have any questions about any of these things, or if you have a request for a video or anything you just want to say, leave it down below in the comments. Thanks for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next time. Bye.
Give us a subscribe, hit that button.